What the hell is that? What's that dang thing doing here? I know what it is.
Ford. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Don't turn the channel, I promise. It's just a Ford Mustang behind us. I know it's something that you don't see on our channel often, but we do a lot of them. We just don't have time to post them every day. So I know a lot of you know us for our Corvettes and our GMs, and lately a lot of the Rams, TRXs and Hellcats and so forth. We do a lot of GT500s and a lot of these new 5.0 Mustangs, as well as the 5.0 trucks. Again, we just don't have time to show you each and every one of them, but today I want to share with you a 21 Mustang behind me that went from a fun car to drive to now a car that you can hop in, drive to a drag strip, run nines, and drive home. An awesome daily driver. So come with me, guys. From the outside looking in, it does look like almost like a stock-like vehicle. The rear tires and rear wheels are kind of a giveaway that it's going to make some horsepower, but to your average guy on the street pulling up this thing, you know, they don't expect a Mustang like this to run as good as it's about to run. So our simple package in a nutshell: 3-liter Whipple. We do a complete 4 fuel system, so we do 3 pumps in the tank to support the direct injection and the port injection. So we do upgrade the port injectors so that this car can run on straight E85. There's no mix, there's no, you have to run a gauge and say it's at 50%. This car can run straight E85 all the time. For extra horsepower, again guys, the engine, they are efficient. These things, the Ford motors compared to the GMs, they don't make as much torque as the GMs do. The GMs are, let's say, a 6.2 liter motor push rod engine that rev to roughly, let's say, 6,500 to 7,000 RPMs. These engines like to rev 8,500 RPMs. So the power bands on the two platforms are completely different. So one reason why I like doing the Whipple Supercharger on these cars, they're heavier vehicles, kind of like the Camaros, and you want that extra torque for whether you're drag racing it or for you guys out on the street, kind of like this customer who wants to do the roll racing from like a 50 to 150 type kind of racing. You have the torque you need at the head of the throttle, and it makes the car feel super fast compared to a linear curve if you put a centrifugal supercharger on it. So we go with our 3-liter Whipple. We do headers as well, so it is just a basic 6-rib setup for now. And again, the engine's just a big air pump. We're putting more boost to the engine. Now we want to get the exhaust out, so we do our stainless long tube headers all the way back. And this car is kind of loud, so you do hear it coming. But besides that, the car idles and drives almost like a stock vehicle until you step on it. And this customer in particular does plan to use the vehicle. It's not just gonna sit in his garage on the weekends. He plans to go to a drag strip, race it a lot, and go to these local events, whether it's a half-mile event or these roll racing events. So we went ahead and built the transmission in it, so it's got the 10-speed auto in it, and we put an aftermarket torque converter in it. So when he's at the drag strip, he can get his 60-foot times down to help keep that ET a lot quicker than it would factory. So again, this car now is producing, I'll say, I think it was 870 rear wheel horsepower and over 700 rear wheel torque. Where a centrifugal blower, we can still make that 870, 900 rear wheel horsepower number, but our torque number would be probably 100 rear wheel torque less. And for a roll racing standpoint, you might be okay, but you got to be on your game and know, as you have to learn your car more and know what RPM to leave at to be at your best bet, so you don't get drugged right out the hole. So again, this package was designed for you guys out there, you Ford enthusiasts that do have a 5.0 Mustang at home, that want the extra power without spending $1 million on it. Of course, these performance parts are expensive, but for the car and the price of the vehicle with the package, in all relativeness, the dollar per horsepower spent, to me, is a good bargain for a car like this that you can hop in and kick the shit out of 90% of the cars on the road. So again, good running car. I just got done dynoing it. I'm about to hop in it and go test drive it and share some footage with y'all here shortly. And yeah, I'm out test driving it for the first time. The weather's been really shitty down here lately. It was really cold, then it rained for like a week and a half, and we're back up to 70 something degrees today. Nice and dry, hopefully, for the rest of the week. And I'm gonna try to make a couple pulls in this thing, check the shift points, try and get them dialed in, so when he gets it back, just like all of our other customers, he can just put gas in it and go, and not have to worry about doing anything crazy besides putting his foot on the loud pedal and holding on. So we're about to see. We do have tires on the back of it. I got about 20 pounds in the rear. Normally I'd go a little bit lower, but these cars are heavier, just like the Camaros, so I'm gonna keep 20 in it for now. I'm gonna try a third gear roll, I think, which would probably do fourth, would probably be better, so we have to worry about tire spin, but I'm gonna leave it in, it's called Sport Plus mode for these Mustangs, so the traction control stays on. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try third first. I want to see the shift points at 3 to 4, 4 to 5, and maybe 5 to 6. Depends on how she feels this first pull, and then if we have to make any changes after that, we will. But all in all, these Ford Mustangs, guys, again, those of you out there that own one or looking to purchase a car to modify, for the money, it's a good buy, and then the mods we do to it to get to where we're at right here to run the numbers that we're about to run are pretty impressive per dollar spent compared to some of the other vehicles that we build. But to each their own when it comes to the interior of the cars and how they drive and how they look and so forth. And you know, it's really customer preference, but this thing should fly, so we're about to see. Good tires on it, and a nice I'll just say 5.4 right there. And again, guys, this car drives now. This one is louder, like I said before, than the other ones that we do, but this is what the customer wanted. If you don't want yours to be loud, if you want it to be more of a sleeper, we keep the stock catback exhaust on it with the dual mode on it. And on the highway, I mean, even right now this car's not that loud, but when it downshifts, like when we have it in this, I have it in drag race mode, we calls it downshifts right here, you can hear it a lot louder. But the stock mufflers on this thing on the highway, it sounds like a stock car. What do you think?
That was fast.
I mean, for, like I said, that's fast for any car, let alone, I don't like to, and don't take this the wrong way, Ford owners, I'm not trying to, it's actually a compliment. These are cheaper vehicles from the dealership, but they run really fucking well. The engines are good, the transmissions are good, the rear ends are good, and they are very acceptable to modifying. So again, I'm not saying it's a cheap car, because they're just cheaper than what most of the other performance cars out there. Side note, you Ford guys at home, we do have a 2024 Mustang we just purchased for our LMR R&D car, and we already have a package available for it. So if you out there, if you have a brand new 2024 Ford Mustang 5-liter, we have a supercharged package already ready to go that makes, I'm just gonna say, 750 rear wheel horsepower all the way up to over 800 rear wheel horsepower. So give us a call today, guys, or email sales@latemodelracecraft.com to get a quote, and love to get you taken care of, because I promise you, you will love it. It will be just like this vehicle here in a new 24 Mustang. It's killer. Those of you that watch our channel and follow our channel that do not have a vehicle at the moment, or you do and are looking to upgrade or buy a different vehicle, I do suggest looking into the Ford platform, especially the 5.0 Coyote motors, because previously stated, the money that we put into these packages, as far as the price of the vehicle, plus the performance mods we do with the drivetrain components to keep it a reliable car to drive and race, it's really a great option, guys. And as most of you know, I'm a big GM guy at heart, but the more I do these, and we've been doing a lot of them lately, they're starting to grow on me, just because of I'm seeing how easy it is to make the horsepower and how it is to make it reliably. So again, those of you that follow our channel, man, please comment below. Let me know what you think about the Fords versus the Chevys or the Rams and the Dodges, and like and subscribe our channel for future content.
I would not mess with that thing.
Don't put your lips on it.